But I also watched a video. I've been having an issue on Friday with water just turning, being random water in my oil biome, and I think I remembered something about Francis John's video about oil reservoirs, and I think I've figured out the reason for it. So hopefully I'm going to be able to fix it. I think it has to do with temperature changes of the oil reservoir pump thing when a duplicant comes in and pulls on the little lever and vents it too slowly. So he had a build to change that, and I think I can make some small alterations to my build and be able to hopefully fix it. But we'll see, because it just had to do with the temperature. Although with the build, yeah, I think I can fix this. So we're gonna have to clear out the water, and then we got to change this build up just a little bit. But anyway, hope everybody's having a good day. Yeah, all these pipes. So I'm pretty sure the steam. So basically, what I think happened was inside this oil well there is water. The water is actually very chill. But I think the problem is that when a very low mechanical skill duplicate comes to vent this thing, the natural gas that comes out is really hot. It heats up the water, and the water flashes to steam. The gas pump gets the steam, and then that steam turns back into water inside these pipes. So first thing we need to do is we need to clear out, yeah, because you can see this 94C oil in here, 95, so it's really close to the breaking point there. So we need to make a couple changes to the build here. Hey, what's up, Ramses, with the 7 months in a row, my friend? Appreciate that. Ooh, appreciate that so much. How are you doing, Ramses? Okay, so one thing he did was he did a build that was, he did this. And it'll flow over there, I believe. Okay. What's up, my friends? Good to see you. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate you. Appreciate you. So before we do this, we're going to unplug this thing. So this thing stops running for a bit. Need to get this water out like we did before. Basically, we'll want more oil to build up, because if more oil builds up, it gives us a temperature shifting thing, help thing, I think. We need to mop up this water. That's the wrangle. I need to mop. At 9, actually. How's your Sunday going, my friend? Hope you're having a chill day, because we're trying to be chill here. Chill on a Sunday afternoon. You've been enjoying playing Ghost of Tsushima the past week. Nice. I think I saw some streamer playing that. That's like a Dark Souls type game, I think. Is that right? I believe that's right. Any water down here? Yep. I gotta mop up all this crap. All this crap. Okay. Do that. Then we deconstruct this guy, which will hopefully... Might have to pump out stuff in here again. We'll have to see. See if our... okay, so that's water. Alright. That's dripping water. So we need the oil. We need to get rid of the oil here. So... Or not the oil, the water. So I need to do something like... mesh tiles here to get rid of water. Actually, if I just start mopping stuff up here, hopefully this... such a pain. Can I mop this? Yeah, I think we can. Unreachable mop. Ah, okay, so I need to do this. No. Cancel that. I need to do this. More of an Assassin's Creed clone, thankfully minus the tedious rinse and repeat quests. Oh, okay, okay. Very nice. Very nice. That sounds cool. I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game in forever. Okay, so we got rid of the water there, so we're going to move debris to storage. That is liquid and liquefiable. So we'll pick up that water. Now we need to deconstruct these guys to get that water out of there. Alright. Let a little carbon dioxide in here, it should be fine. Okay, alright, so that's a vacuum. I think I can have this be out of the way there too. Okay, alright, good. That's all the water gone. Cancel, beautiful. Move debris to storage all this water. Okay. Okay, so they're cleaning that up. Alright, alright. You want to mop up this water. Okay, so... Okay. Okay, so we currently don't have a tight liquid lock here, so... Let me see how we can fix this. I'm gonna put the airflow tiles back in place. Okay, I think if I do... Let me see here, plumbing. What I need to do actually is for a little bit... unplug this guy for first of all. Damn, my sound messed up my ear. Okay. What the hell's happening? Okay, so I need to unplug this guy for a second. Because there's going to be some carbon dioxide that gets in here, I believe. Actually, if I cancel that mop up, it won't be able to get there yet. If I... that... deconstructs this and pour oil into here, I think I will fix my airlock and not have to actually worry about wrong gases going places. So in Ghost of Tsushima, combat is a bit more complicated with parrying, dodging, and so forth. So in that regard, a little more like a Souls game, but there's no experience loss or any of the other typical mechanics as Souls-like. Okay, but it's samurai, so you're happy. Plus the game looks gorgeous. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to check that game out. Assassin's Creed and Dark Souls combo type game, huh? Sounds pretty cool. Okay, so if I do this, I'll be able to do a thing to pump oil into here, and then we can... I need to get rid of the water. Is there water on the ground here? There's still a little bit of water there. Oh, and there's water in here again. There's tiles here. Yeah. Okay. I do that, and I have oil go in here until it's filled up to here. That should do what I want it to do, I believe. Move debris into storage, liquid liquefiable. Okay, good. It's a PS4 exclusive, supposedly the last big title until they make the switch to PS5, but if they ever make a PC port, you totally recommend it. Nice, nice. Yeah, I don't think I have a PS... I think I have a PS3, and I haven't played any console games in forever. But I did play console games. It was always Xbox or Nintendo that I played. So I'm definitely not up on the PlayStation stuff. Okay, cancel what you're doing there. Okay, I think they got... Is there water there? Okay, I think I got all the water. We can deconstruct that. Pick up all the liquids here. Okay, there we go. How full is this gonna be? I should be good now with that little stuff on the floor to be able to mop up the water, and hopefully I will have gotten all of the water cleaned up here. And now hopefully with this setup, we'll be able to fix the issue we've been having. Francis John actually lets the natural gas build up to a certain amount to water sweep 9. You never saw the appeal of an Xbox because most of that stuff makes it to PC, and when we're talking exclusive titles, you prefer Final Fantasy over Halo. Oh, that's a good point, yeah. Although I liked the exclusive Xbox titles way back when I played Xbox, I played things like... How is this freaking here? I played things like Halo and stuff, but that was back in college, so don't do that as much anymore. Yeah, I want this to fill up completely. Actually, you know what? I think we can go ahead and plug this back in. I think we should be fine. Plug this guy back in. So power. There and there. Cancel. Okay. I might want to get an Atmos sensor for this. I might actually do something like that. Let me finish cleaning up all this water, though. Almost got it. Mop up that. That should be the last of the water here, hopefully forever. Oh, I did want to look at my other build over here. Yeah, I want to slightly alter this build too, I believe, because it might have the same issue. So if I do this, this, and then this, that I think will... This is already full of crude oil, which helps regulate the temperature, so I don't think I'm going to have the same issue that I had with that one. Although I didn't finish setting this build up, did I? I did everything except the power, so I just need to connect this to power. So, conductive wire made of lead should be fine. They should be able to reach all that. Okay, that should work, I believe. And then pick stuff up off the ground at 9 right here. And any other liquids? Okay, I think that might fix my water issue. My issue of water appearing for no reason. Because now the oil is going to build up in here to fuller amount, which will help the temperature be more regulated. And I am going to put I'm going to put a pressure sensor so that it lets the natural gas build up too, which I think will help keep things if it lets it be a larger amount of stuff, it'll take it longer to go away. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. How do I do that? I want it to go in here, so if I deconstruct this and this, should be able to reach that and put an Atmos sensor in there. Actually, I'm gonna need to put automation in there if I want to do that, so I need to get... It's actually going to be easier if I do it right here then. So let's do gold automation wire here to here. Then we can fill that in and now we'll be good. Yeah, I guess, well, I mean, back in the day, there were things that would be on Xbox, I think, that wouldn't be on PC. I believe that used to be a thing. Way back in the day. Way back in the day. Okay, this one I don't think we'll ever have the same issue, but just in case, I don't think we're ever going to just run out of oil here. If I do this and this, I'm going to do this and this. I want them to be able to get over here occasionally, so if I do that, they should be able to jump over there and deconstruct these guys. That should do what I think I want it to do. Yeah, when they do this, temperature of the water can go up, and I think that's what was happening up here because the natural gas is so hot. It could heat up the water. Nope, you're going to be trapped in there. Of course you trapped the 2-person in there. Okay, we'll do this. Okay, actually you did get out. Okay, because that hasn't been built yet. Okay. Okay, so now what I do is I'm going to build an insulated tile here and deconstruct this. I'm going to put a temperature or a pressure sensor so that it needs to get up to 2,000 somethings, 2,000 kilograms or something. You can jump across there. Okay. There. Now we can get rid of that, and that should be good. I can jump across there. Yeah. Cool. We built that. We deconstruct that. We build an Atmos sensor in there, which is under utilities, I believe. No, automation. Atmos sensor we're going to put right there. And you know what I need to do? I need to do research, because I think the next thing I actually want to do is actually get into space tech. Start working on space stuff. Since we're finally looking good on a lot of our stuff down here. So rocketry stuff. Let's get to here. What is this? Signal distributor, signal selector. I don't think I've ever gotten to that stuff. Okay. Get to that research going. Okay, and then we do automation Atmos sensor. Out of gold. Should be able to reach that. It says unreachable build. Really? Is it really unreachable? Well, I guess I can deconstruct this for now, because that'll not mix any gases or anything. So I do that, then it'll be reachable. Now that's reachable, and then we'll rebuild it once they build that. They always have exclusive titles to lure customers, but Xbox was always very close to PC setup, so Xbox titles were more likely to get a port to PC. Of course, PlayStation titles were always a bit iffy until they also switched to PC-like infrastructure. Yeah, I didn't actually play as much Xbox games back then, but I can definitely understand the... I prefer the PlayStation exclusive titles, so I can definitely understand that. All right, so only allow that to go if it's above 2,000, I believe. So now this setup will be similar to French John's setup, which would hopefully keep us from ever having water in here from the higher temperature natural gas turning the water to steam. I think that was the issue. Okay. Printables are available. Palm lily seed, sure. My calories are going down. We should be hopefully getting soon to the point where all these slicksters will start dying to turn to meat. We'll pick up the meat and start getting some more barbecue. That is a lot of slicksters. Okay. 8. These guys are all groomed and happy. Groomed and happy. Beautiful. We're about to have a lot more food, and then I can maybe go up to the 20 duplicants that I wanted to get eventually. So hopefully this setup stop our issue. They're still not they're not bottling. You know what? I don't have a place to get crude oil. That's the reason they're not bottling it. So let me actually do... I'm going to get a pump here for crude oil. Which pump is too wide? Yeah, so I'm going to put that there. And they'll be able to fill that up. Yeah, and I get rid of all these guys. Actually, there's ladders here, so I can just deconstruct all that. Okay, good. There's ladders all across here, so I can deconstruct all that. And hopefully, hopefully, not have any more random water in my damn oil biome. Making me rage all day. They're not fixing this insulated pipe, and I don't know why. Can they not reach it? Do I need to deconstruct this for them to be able to reach that? Maybe? If I deconstruct that, maybe they can get in there from the side. We'll see. Igneous rock. Surely they can reach this, surely. If I put a ladder here and here, maybe they can reach it? I don't know. I'm getting to the point where anything that's exclusive title, I'm like, well then, I don't want to support your exclusivity. I really don't like that whole idea of things being exclusive to one thing or another. I know it's a way to drum up business for there we go, for their system or whatever, but I'm like, I don't care about exclusivity as much as I care about wanting to be able to play with my friends on other platforms. Like, what I love is when companies do cross-platform. If Xbox does cross-platform, that makes me want to support it more. Because me playing with my friends is way more important than, you know... Oh, gosh. I'm not going to be able to play that for a while because only they have access to whatever exclusive crap they have. But, you know, I guess that's just business stuff. Okay, I'm going to save. I'm going to hope that that's going to be all good. My oil levels are not quite what I want them to be, but I guess that's just because I stopped creating oil for a bit. We are pumping all the oil. So we got three oil wells worth of oil being pumped in here, which should be enough to support this guy going at full steam. So I want to actually ramp this up. We went up to 7.5 kilograms. I want to go up to the full 10,000 kilograms a second. So I'm going to do a hard save. A hard new save here. We're going to ramp this up to the full amount and hope that things don't break and that temperatures stay regulated. What's up, Zoli? How are you doing? I'm doing great, my friend. It's good to see you. I'm doing great. I think I fixed my water issue in here. Yeah, it's when this guy's doing this. You can see the water temperature going up. And if it gets to 100°C, it turns into steam. But with this bigger amount of oil on the ground, it should help regulate the temperature. No water in there. Okay. I think with the Francis John build that I changed this to a bit, the small changes I made should hopefully fix what we had happen there. So, okay. And you're creating oil. It's just going to fill up this oil. I want to make it so that I wonder if this will ever pump enough oil this will go down. I wonder if I should... How much does this pump a second? 10 kilograms a second. And that's all that a pipe can hold, right? Oh. Hey, research done. Nice. That's not what I meant to press. Oh, great. I gotta look at achievements for an hour here. Okay, return to game. I didn't mean to click on you. I meant to X out of this and this. Because all this oil, I probably do want to just get it over into my old oil tank over there. Need to get a second pipe, though, I think. Because this is just going to be running forever. I don't think... How much does this make a second? This makes 33 grams a second. So 3,003 kilograms a second. This pumps 10 kilograms. So this should be pumping this faster than this is making. So eventually this should all go down, I think. Take a long time, but I think we'll eventually pump it all over into there. 3 oil wells saturate 1 pipe. Well, the thing is, we just have so much oil down here. I don't know I'm ever going to get it consolidated into one place, but no reason to rush it. What I do want to do, though, is I want to get this going at full capacity, getting a full pipe of this. And possibly get 1 more petroleum generator to use that extra stuff, maybe. You know, and I don't want to make this room a vacuum, right? So I might actually want to use an Atmos sensor for these guys. Because if there's a vacuum in here, then this place could, I think, overheat. So what I think I'm actually going to do is put an Atmos sensor in here. So that it'll let there be, like, kind of like the other place, 2,000 grams or whatever, 2 kg, so we don't just pump out this room completely. Okay. So, Atmos sensor, it's above 2,000, then they'll pump. Because we don't want this room to be a vacuum. That would not be a good thing for us, I don't think. There we go. So they'll stop pumping. They'll kind of keep an equilibrium of gas in this room. Which will be a mix of polluted oxygen from this polluted water, off-gassing and stuff. So, okay. All right. Okay. That's good. I think I fixed whatever issues I was having with other random stuff here. Let me check my duplicates down here. Skilling up. Okay, we're going to get that, but after we get exosuit wearing for you. You people... Have I let you out? I did let you out already, so you did that. I think I want you, I guess, to be digging next. Nails is the one training here. So you should be, I think we only Nails, I believe, is in the training room up here. Is that right? Yep, only Nails training up there. Okay. All right. Calories is not going up, but it should be soon once we get to the first dying cycles of these slicksters. Which, when will that be is the question. There are so many slicksters in here. Trying to see ages of them. These things live to be very old too, don't they? These are all very young. There should be some older slicksters around somewhere. 67 in there. Once they die in here, you know what? I don't have... If they turn to meat in here... When these guys dies, they turn to meat, and I don't think I have an auto sweeper set up for that. I probably want even these guys when they die to be meat. You know what I can do? The ones that are in here, I can turn them into meat. Because these guys in there aren't going to be replacing our numbers anytime soon. How's your dupe doing these days, Zoli? You are alive, right? Let's see. Do we have a Zoli? Yeah, we have a Zoli. You're alive. Your morale is 26 of 21. Let's look at you. Doing pretty well. I could give you more skills, but your skills are all in pretty good shape. I guess, you know what? Tinkering might be useful here. I'll give you a couple tinkering things there, not to go over your morale. Oh man, look at Chef Shogi's morale here. Super hard digging, construction will go there. Meemaw, she's one of my ranchers. My morale is actually doing pretty darn well here for a lot of my dupes. You're doing well, my friend. Doing well. Just add meat to the auto sweepers. They get swept to your egg collection room and then swept. Good call. Good call. It'll get swept out of there. Perfect. Okay. I was like, I know there's going to be an easy way to do this. I was thinking I'd have to do a filter of some sort, but you're right. If I just have them sweep meat, you'll sweep it down to there, and then that'll pick it up and sweep it up to the base. Good call. You're a genius. You're a genius! So, edible meat. There we go. And there's some meat down here. We should tell them to sweep the meat. Sweep the meat. I can put back together what you have turned into pieces. Now I can put back together what I have turned... Oh, when you break things, you can now fix them, huh? That's right. Okay, good. So now my carbon dioxide isn't backing up anymore. It was backing up for a while there. And well, we're looking good, though. I guess we have so many slicksters in here that we might actually eventually... They might eat more carbon dioxide than we're producing. That might actually eventually be an issue. But, all right. All right. Hopefully, a couple cycles of this thing being vented out will show that we no longer have water going. That would make me very happy. Let's see. I don't like narcoleptics, so we're gonna go coal there. All right, let's do what I said I was gonna do a long time ago. I want to try to ramp this up to the full pipe's worth. So we're gonna save. We're just gonna go jump right from 7.5 kilograms a second to the max. 10,000 kilograms a second, or 10,000 grams a second. 10 kilograms a second. And see if temperature-wise, we're actually about to... We're actually going to cycle fairly soon. And if I increase the amount here... There it goes. All right. Here we go. 10 kilograms a second. Our current temperature coming out up here is around 360. It's got about 40 degrees. It's got to change when it falls. Once we get the 10 kilograms, let's see what the temperature will be. Because 10 kilograms is, of course, more thermal mass. 220 here at 7.5. 10 is 2... Yeah, it's lower. 330 or so. 320 or so. You can see the oil, larger amounts there. Yep, here we go. This is about to cycle here. This is going to cycle soon, I believe. This temperature is too low. You need to dig this out and do the cycle thing through here. Is it cycling? Oh no, it's 450, not 550. Whoops. It's got another 100 degrees. Another 100 degrees to go. I kind of want to watch, I kind of want to see when this cycles, because I want to make sure that this bigger throughput or whatever will work. So it's going to be not long. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start a quick little build. I'm going to start building our plastic transit tubes to set up for going up to space. Just start this. They have something to start building. Deconstruct that. Alright, research done. And okay, about 30 more degrees here. Interesting, you can see how quickly the temperature, it uses the temperature here to make that transition or whatever. Okay, research. Alright, so we got rocketry going. Let's see what other things would be useful. The statue would be good. Just to finish the game. This disease stuff probably be useful. Sweepy dock is not useful. We tried it last time, didn't like it. Did not like it. I almost have everything done. Let's get the little mini pumps going. In case I eventually want to use those. Alright, so it looks like... kind of stabilized at around 360 degrees, just below. Right before it comes out of here. That means it's got to go from the 360 to 400 to turn into petroleum. This crude oil is building up here, though, actually. And its temperature is not going up fast enough. I think maybe this is too much for this system, actually. Why will it not... Why am I building up crude oil there? It shouldn't be doing that. Let me go back down to 5,000. Because if this is not turned into petroleum, that's a bad thing for us. That is a bad thing for us. Yeah, it's slowly going down in temperature. That means we're not able to transfer the temperature quite fast enough. Not exactly sure why. Maybe it's because this thing's about to cycle and it needs more heat. Hopefully with this... raise the cycle temperature for your magma by 20 C. This guy... Where's the automation? Okay. It's cycling now. Oh, God. Oh, God. I might have to go back to my load here. It's at 450, so let's go to 470. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Alright, it's back to petroleum. We didn't get pressure damage. There's no sour gas in here. Okay. No pressure damage. Thank goodness. It survived. GG cookie time. It survived. Nothing broke. It's GG cookie time because I don't ever GG cookie time in this game. Okay. Okay. Now, so we raised the cycle temperature of this from, I don't know if you can see it, but 450 to 470. Let's go back to 10,000 and see if it can handle it with that. Because now we have this higher temperature. Should be able to hopefully keep up. 470. I could even put it higher, like at 500 or something. Because I'm thinking it's only going to be an issue if the crude oil doesn't change to petroleum fast enough, because heat, there's not enough heat there. And that should only be when it's about to cycle that the heat gets too low. Right? Maybe? I'm not sure. Not actually sure about it. So let's see. Once the full thing gets in here again, let's see what happens here. Because what's bad is if this square right here stays as crude oil because the temperature stays too low. That should help a lot. Use up a bit more magma, but you have 2 more major volcanoes. That's fine. 470 should be more than enough, you think? Okay. All right, so starting to be a bit of crude oil there. Okay, and then the temperature heated up some. Okay, I think that's good, because this is like... Yeah. Okay, so what's happening is it builds up crude oil there, and which lowers the temperature a little too much, and then once it gets too low, closes and gets the temperature back up. Okay, I think this is going to be good, but I'm going to do a hard save right here. This looks like this should be good. And we just didn't have enough heat before, when we were getting close to the cycle. The heat was too low that it wasn't doing it. And yeah, this will use more magma, but like you said, you think 470 should be enough. I guess I'll need to just keep an eye on this. Okay, all right. I'm going to hope that's going to be good. I'm going to hope that'll be good. Let's work on getting to space, my friends. Let's work on getting to space. Research complete. We're like getting all the research stuff done that I hadn't gotten done before. Finish all that stuff. We're going to work on space because I have plastic, 11 tons of steel. I'll do little batches of steel here and there, I think, right now. So, I should have some refined iron. Actually, no, I don't have any refined iron. I need to do refined iron to do the steel. So, like, we'll do a batch of, like, 20 iron to iron, which will give us... This will go from iron to steel. You can tell I haven't done any steel batches when the efficiency of these goes down, because the steam is a lower temperature. That's interesting. All right, so they're going to do its thing. Okay, how much ceramic do I have? Not a ton of ceramic. In order to do ceramic, I need clay. And... clay I get from... Do I dig out places for clay? Where do I get clay again? You get to find it, or... You know what? I think... Didn't I find an infectious... Infectious polluted oxygen vent. You can get clay from this, right? Because you want to disinfect... polluted oxygen that turns into deodorizers. Yeah, so if this is creating polluted oxygen, I can actually deodorize and get, like, have a supply of clay from that. So actually, you know what, I do want to get that set up. So let me get... Before we get into space, let's get that going. I believe that will be a source of clay that we can get if we get this thing tamed. Let's do that, and then dig out that to get all this. If I'm not mistaken, I'll be able to do that. Doesn't the vent put the PO2 out at 500 C? Polluted oxygen, 60 C. So it's no crazy temperatures. 60 C. So I believe that's going to be pretty safe. When we tamed it before, though, we needed to clean the stuff out. We ran it through some chlorine to clean the polluted oxygen, right? I'm not sure if on this cold thing it will have slime lung. I am going to want to get rid of the slime lung. So I think I do want to do what I did last time, which is run it through some chlorine to clear it out, right? Because we're going to also want to pump the oxygen out of here so that we don't get overpressurized and can keep making it. Let's see here. And I have a chlorine vent down here. If I want to pump that in. This one's really hot though. Yeah, 100. Yeah, it's pretty hot chlorine. I have a bunch of chlorine here. I can just pump some up. All I need there to be is a room with chlorine in it, I believe, to pump it through, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and you know what? I'm going to do a pickup place right here. So this will be a transit tube access right there. Leak power to this area. We can just go like straight across. That. Alright, so the setup that we did before was basically we have oxygen. How do we do this? This is going to create slime lung, germy, polluted oxygen. We have stuff above here to turn it into clean oxygen, but that clean oxygen is going to have slime lung, so we pump the clean oxygen through a room with a setup with chlorine in it to disinfect it. As long as there's chlorine in the room, the pressure doesn't matter. Hint, there's time for bleach stone to shine. Here's the time for bleach stone to shine. Okay. What is bleach stone for? You don't have to give me a hint. Just tell me what build you're talking about. I don't actually know what you're trying to tell me. Oh, bleach stone off gas is chlorine. So you're just saying I could put a bunch of chlorine, put a bunch of bleach stone on the ground and have it off gas. Yes, okay, cool. Gotcha. All right, so I want a room that is originally... I'm going to want a room that is a vacuum to start out, because I don't want other stuff in there. All right, so overload damage. Really? And okay. Apparently, there were wires in the walls. Wow, that just crashed my game. Apparently, pliers just crashed my game. Apparently, there were wires in those POI or whatever, those props that were overloading right there. I don't think that's the first time I've ever had the game just crash on me, I think. All right, hopefully I didn't lose too much stuff right there. Pull a vacuum, drop 20 kilograms of chlorine, and presto, disinfection room. Cool. Awesome, Zoli. That's a great tip. I like that. Presto changeo. Yeah. Alrighty, so we're going to get a disinfection room started. We're going to pump the clean oxygen through it, get it disinfected from the slime lung, and then we can pump that oxygen somewhere. I don't know where we'll put it. Actually, okay, it doesn't look like I lost anything. Okay, cool. They just need to build all that stuff. Okay. Okay, so basically I need to deconstruct stuff. Can I just deconstruct this stuff? Power wires. Deconstruct those. There we go. Hoping there was some more down here. Good. And these power lines, for whatever reason, aren't connected. Must have been something in the way there. There. Okay. There we go. We got power. All right, so I want to get a disinfection room, like probably like right over here, because we're going to pump the oxygen back over this way somewhere. So, best way to do that. I'm going to move over this way, clear out an area. Get a liquid lock going. I don't want this thing to start pumping out yet because it's going to start pumping out slime lung, which we haven't had to deal with at all this game because of cold Rime Asteroid. No skill ups there, okay. Alright, so let's go across. I'm going to go to here, and then I'm going to set up the liquid lock. It'll be just a little bit of oxygen, but I can just build some stuff to destroy that oxygen, and then we'll be good. Food poisoning, really? Germ-covered barbecue. Don't be eating that germy barbecue. Alright, so we're going to go like this. Let's see here. So we'll wall off this room like there, so we can go like this. There. Take out that. Do a bottle emptier here. I like using petroleum for my liquid locks. They have the wider temperature range of freezing and evaporating or whatever. Do. She stopped in the middle of the transit tube to clap for our research. Well done. Well done. Okay. Let's see here. Boo boo bee. And I'm gonna need to do a liquid lock for this room too, actually. So let's get that set up. Right, believe I will. Okay, unreachable build. Why would that be? Because of this. Okay, and this is going to be a little funky here, so I actually want to do this ladder over one space, or else this will be kind of a pain. So I need this to be here, so things don't go where I don't want them to go. Okay, beautiful. This is going to be petroleum, 9, auto bottle. Okay. There's a tiny bit of hydrogen in here, I think I'm seeing, yeah. Okay, and then copy settings here. Hey, what's up, Baptom? How are you doing, my friend? Good to see ya. How was your lazy Sunday going, my friend? Hope you're having a good one. Okay, with that set up, I can open this up and then fill it in so we have a vacuum. And then we'll turn this into a disinfecting room. Putting some bleach stone on the ground and all that. You started another new base yesterday. I swear, you're an addict. No, you're not an addict. You always... What happened to your other base? Did something break, or was it just for funsies? Just for funsies. Okay, good. That's that. Do that. Okay, I think I am good to allow this to start pumping out germy stuff now. So let's go ahead and dig this out. Save my game. Take a look at my petroleum boiler. Make sure it's still okay with the higher stuff we're doing. Vacuum. Okay. You should see this close soon. Turn that to petroleum and then cycle through. Good. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. You had too many positive modifiers and it was getting ridiculous. You had rich metals, geoactive, buried oil, and geodes. Too many positive modifiers getting ridiculous. So are you saying it was too easy? Or what? I'm not exactly sure. Okay, I can stop this now, I think, right? Do that. This one should be good. Alright, so let me dig out this and make sure that my thing is good here. Hey, we're seeing our first germs for the first time. Alright. Okay, beautiful. So now I can deconstruct all this. And I should be good to get my disinfecting room and get other stuff going. You had like 600 tons of each metal ore by the time you finished coring out the map, and like 25 kilograms a second of water from vents. 3 real volcanoes, 2 gold volcanoes, and an iron volcano. Sounds great. What's bad about that? Sounds like a great problem to have. Too much stuff. So much better than not enough stuff. Too easy XD. Okay. Alright, so we got a vacuum in here. And we're going to turn this into just a room where we're going to dump some bleach stone on the ground, let it off gas, and turn into a room that we're going to clean out our oxygen after we turn it into clean oxygen. We're going to pump somewhere. But we're going to do that so that we can have a source of clay. We are basically creating a clay source here. So let's see, how am I going to do this? We're going to dig up into here and do airflow tiles. Something like this. See what I'm going to do. Cancel that. Deconstruct this and do the ladder up to there. Okay, that did not go where I wanted it to go. Okay. Let's dig. I don't want to get into this water up above, this ice turning to water and like flooding this area, so we'll just make something like this. And then a floor that we can put pipes through. Okay. There. And then dig this out. Too easy, plus 13 oil wells, which is just crazy. Wow, that is a lot. I have 3 on this map. Alright, they shouldn't be bringing the germs with them, right? Slime lung you have to breathe in. I don't think I have to worry about that. Wow, even the slime lung is just dying off still, even as it... This will eventually heat up, where the slime lung won't die, but currently the slime lung is just dying on its own anyway, but it's fine. Alright, so what we're gonna do is oxygen deodorizers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I guess the more the merrier here, right? I mean, it'll depend on how much polluted oxygen we're creating, but if I go to here, we'll just cycle through the stuff faster, I guess, if I do that, maybe. So oxygen deodorizer. Now what I might want to do is some sort of automation on the filling these guys with the filtration medium. So like have a thing to put sand in these guys. Hey, Carmike 0802, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, my friend. You just got your new SSD drive? Nice. You're transferring all the games over now. Nice, Shogi. Awesome. Congrats on that. What you usually do once you have transport tubes and plenty of plastic power is build a wall all the way across the top of the oil biome. Make it so the only way in or out is through the wall via transport tubes. Oh, okay. That's a cool idea, yeah. Because what I want is... we're going to get clay from this. I probably want to even have the clay picked up and transferred somewhere. This isn't going to work because this is going to be polluted oxygen getting up through there. So... let me build back this. Well, let me see here. I know I'm going to want a gas pump. Pump out the oxygen. I think I'm going to want an auto sweeper in here. I can put like a storage thing for sand there, and it can grab the sand and put it in these guys. Got your new industrial brick properly set up? Let me see. Wow. Really cool. You always do way more extensive builds than I do. Just waiting for your petroleum boiler to warm up. You only have one crappy minor volcano on this map. Okay, so the issue is we actually have some polluted oxygen up here. I'm going to have to do a filter on this guy, I think. There's one little tiny bit of hydrogen, though. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do here. We're creating our clay, so that's good. I don't want to do this. I'm going to need a... conveyor loader. Because I want it to pick up clay off the ground, and I want the clay to go where I want it to go. So clay will just go... somewhere. I'll figure out where that's going to go. Oh, okay. Cleaned all the oxygen and no germs in it currently. You have a great design for a powerless filter for this sort of setup. Super simple. You're waiting for your petroleum boiler to warm up. You only have one crappy minor volcano on this map, so you need to wait to build up a stockpile before you can start up. You'll run out of magma, yeah. A gas pump and a powerless gas filter should help. Hey, what's up, Imzaz? Do you have a picture or a description? I'm not exactly sure what you're describing. Gas pump, element sensor, and high pressure gas vent. Gas pipe, element sensor, high pressure gas vent. You're gonna have to describe what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about designing here. Dig out that, dig out that. I'm gonna build a storage bin here that I'm gonna put sand in that it can filter stuff, and then debris into storage, liquefiable stuff 9. Let's pick it up. But I don't want the ice to melt. Actually, I'm even gonna do this. Oh, it had already melted. Great. Just stupid game. Do that. Okay, mop that up, please. I don't want this. I don't want this polluted water. Even though it just off-gases more polluted oxygen, which is not bad, I don't want it to mess up my stuff here. Go grab a screenshot. Okay, cool. Aptim, I'll check it out once you got it going. This. I mean, I'm almost wondering if I'll even need the disinfection thing. I mean, I probably eventually this is going to get to a temperature because of this vent going out at 60C that it'll eventually, the slime lung will live, but okay, there we go. That should be good. There's no ice on the ground, I think. Oh, there is polluted ice. Sweep that up. Friend, I never asked for this. I never asked for this. Okay. Let's see here. So wait for them to build this stuff. And so what I want is sand. Filtration medium. What do I have the most of? Oh, I don't have regolith, so it's going to be sand. Which, how much sand do I have? What is that called? Filtration medium. 484 tons. Great. So we're going to put in, what did you say, 20 kilograms? No, that's, no, I just want this to be full of sand. So yeah. It was the bleached stone in here that I wanted to go. New printables. That's not what I wanted. New printables. Ooh, this guy's pretty darn good. Can't do building, though. But he's a quick learner and already has 7 athletics. The not being able to build kind of sucks. But he can be like an operator or something. I think I do want to do this. I'm going to get you, Joshua. Alright, so schedule. Joshua is on this schedule. You are starting your research stuff. Nails, you're getting closer to the exosuit wearing. You're a digger. Okay. Priorities. Joshua operating. Joshua is not allowed out. Oh crap, I need to clean up all this water on the ground. So those two guys are not allowed out. Let me do that right now. Over this water is probably just more random ice melting from somewhere. There. And then Joshua is allowed in here. Go. Should be good. The 20 kilograms is arbitrary. Okay. Just, well, I don't want to put like just too much bleach stone in here, but I do want to get that going so that we have our disinfecting room started. So let's just put a thing there. Tell it to put 20 kilograms, a good number. All right, so what I think I want is 2 gas reservoirs. And I think we'll do some like a infected sensor thing, germ sensor, which I might need to research actually. Did I research that already? I probably did actually. Actually, maybe I didn't. Yeah, gas pipe germ sensor. I don't have that yet. Let's get that research going. That will actually be used here. Why are they not building this stuff? Copper ore. I have copper ore, right? Oh, I got 66 tons of it, so I don't know why they're not building. Oh, it requires a person with a certain skill. And my person who has a skill might not be allowed out. Actually, Shogi should have that skill, I believe. No. Okay, I need somebody who's got building and engineering. Zoli should be able to do this. Oh, no, it needs to be mechatronics, actually. I need somebody with the mechatronics. Hassan. Hassan should be able to do those. I need another mechatronics engineering person, I think. God, their morale is just not exactly where I want it to be. Try new Rand Ice, now in blue flavor. Okay. So I do this. I'm a little worried about her stress levels. And there, we'll get Lyra to learn it. Could be bad. Could be bad. At least I got one extra person who can do this now. Time for skill scrubbing? You know, I never do skill scrubbing. Maybe I should. Maybe I should do some skill scrubbing. Yeah. I don't know why they're not building this stuff, actually. And we're going to do this at 7, actually. 7 for sand, because these guys are at 6. You guys are at 6. Okay, so this needs to be... that would be consumable ore, bleach stone. I need to make sure there's nothing else that can off-gas in here. So let me just pick up all the things at 9 out of here, just so there's nothing that can off-gas in here. Just to make sure. And then bleach stone, 7 here. Alright, they're getting sand in there. That's good. I'm going to need power up here, actually, too. So let me do a... let me just do a power transformer, like right here. Right, I think that'll be fine. Conductive wire out of lead. Goes up into here. And there. Annotated screenshot of the gas filter. Okay. So input from pump, gas pipe element sensor set to polluted oxygen, automated wire connected to high pressure gas vent. Interesting. Okay. So that basically will allow out. Okay, polluted oxygen. To polluted oxygen. So polluted oxygen will go back in the environment while everything else will go where you want it to go. Okay. Interesting little build there. And it's powerless, I see. Makes the first vent let out the polluted oxygen. Okay, okay. Cool. I don't know why they're not building my conveyor rails. Like, I have 2 people who can do it. And I don't know why they're not doing it. Maybe my 2 people who are doing it, who can do it, are not prioritizing that. Let me actually do... Let me pick up all the stuff off the ground here, too. Algae. Algae does not have storage. I'm going to say that algae can go in here. Algae. Copy settings. Paste. Polluted oxygen comes out first vent. Anything else comes out second vent. Well, okay, we got chlorine. What I don't want is... I'm going to be pumping it through here. There's one little tiny bit of hydrogen in here. So... I have to deal with that. Why are you guys not building this? Oh, God. Why are you not building it? Priority. Okay, let me say... Who are the people that can do it? Man, I might need to do some skill scrubbing. Who are my mechatronics engineers? Hassan and Lyra. Yeah, their morale is now low, so they're going to start getting stressed out. Hassan and Lyra. Lyra. I'm going to put you on building. Operating. Hassan is on building. But they're not building these. Hassan's allowed out, right? Is Hassan allowed out of here? He's allowed out. There's a very slightly more complex version which will filter anything except oxygen rather than filtering polluted oxygen. That way the hydrogen will still stay in the room too. Yeah, I just checked it. Oh, they're building it. Okay, they're building it. There we go. I think it was a priority issue. Okay, so this is, I want clay to go out of here. So that is that an industrial ingredient? No, what is that? Raw mineral? No, what is clay under? Manufactured. Cultivatable soil? Yes, there it is. Okay. I know, get your priorities straight, you stuplicants. Okay, slime. Slime. Alright, we're gonna allow slime in here as well. Gonna avoid doing this, but we're just gonna allow slime in here. It'll just off gas. It's fine. It might turn to. Oh, the problem is it turns to dirt, right? Slime eventually turns to dirt, so I'm gonna have to dig it out. I'll just keep an eye on it. Make sure my petroleum boiler is still looking good. Oh. Oh. So here we go. This is, we're about to cycle, and I have crude oil building up, which is what I don't want. This crude oil is actually building up here. Okay, let's see if this digs out and cycles fast enough to get the heat back to what it needs to be. Okay, it looks like it worked. You'll have a vacuum in here. Okay, it looks like the crude oil built up a bit, but it cycled and got the heat back up fast enough. Very nice, very nice. This design will run for 1,000 cycles with no issues. Well, I ramped up to full throughput here, the full amount of crude oil, so that's why I just want to make sure. Oh god, this thing's taking damage. Deconstruct that. We're gonna make one out of ceramic, I think, here. Pitcher pump out of... Actually, is there anything that will obsidian be okay? I think obsidian would survive this, right? Being hotter temperature if I just do obsidian. What's that thingy doing? Which thingy? M says. Too many thingies. This thing right here is turning crude oil into petroleum, if that's what you're talking about. Okay. Well, I wouldn't say it's no energy cost, Aptom, because there's power in the doors and the pump. But yeah, we're not using power for the I guess the other way would be whatever that refinery or something. Okay, so good. So I think this build fixed water showing up here because of the overheating water turning to steam. So I think we've fixed the issues that we were having previously. We're looking pretty good, I think. Calories still have not started going up. Have I... 8 of 8. 8 of 8. Am I getting meat yet? Curious if we're actually starting to get any meat. There's eggs. We should be starting to get meat here soon. Although I did get more duplicates, so... These, once these larvae start dying, which is... They get really old before they die, so it's like 100 cycles. Okay, minimal energy cost, around 240 watts instead of 1200, yeah. We're finally lose about 3% of the mass, yeah. And water negative. So boiling petroleum actually generates mass and energy, yeah. Okay, good. One thing we do need to keep in mind is I am creating more petroleum now, so I should probably be using it. I'm thinking I should do another petroleum generator, honestly. Thinking I should do a third petroleum generator, because these guys use... How much petroleum a minute do these things use? Why don't I drown at least half of the eggs? You can't drown them. You can't drown whatchamacallits. Larvae, I don't think. Slicksters don't drown. They use 2 kilograms a second each. And how much are we creating a second? 10 kilograms a second? No, it's these do 3.3. So basically 3 of these guys can supply a little more than 3 generators, I guess. I can run 5 on a full boiler. Okay, 5. Okay. They're not running full time anyway. But I kind of do want to get another one. What's my room? 93 tiles, and a power plant can be 96 tiles. So I can move this over 1 space. Oh, that's 4 tiles. I can move this over 1 space and fill in a block up here somewhere. Your base runs for 700 cycles, drowning slicksters. You can drown them? Oh, okay. Well, I'm just being patient. I can kill them off when I need to, but if I let it just get in a natural cycle, I don't have to manually do anything like that. And I guess I could. I don't know. I don't know about drowning them. If I just wait for them to die, it'll eventually work itself out. And once they start dying off of old age, it's just as fast as drowning. Yeah, I just have to wait. I just have to wait for it. So as long as we have enough food, waiting will do its thing. We'll do what it needs to do. Okay, so ice sweep at 9. I'm playing the long game, that's right. The death rate's related to the hash rate. It just takes 100 cycles to spin up instead of 20. Right, yeah. So that's what I'm waiting for. The death rate. I want to use up because I ramped up my petroleum production. I'm a little worried that I'm going to create more petroleum, too much petroleum. So I'm trying to decide if there's a way that I can do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this gas pump so I can put a third petroleum generator here. There. Power. Petroleum generator is going to be here. I'll need 3 gas pumps attached to this Atmos sensor. Just place them over here, I think. Actually, don't need this heavy watt joint plate anymore, do I? I could deconstruct that. Turn that into just a heavy hot watt wire. I used to have a wall for... I was going to do a secondary liquid... whatchamacallit here, but no need for that. Priority 9 on that. You stole French John's shovel ranch design from mini base for your last 2 bases. This is the ranch. Cool. Looks pretty complex and compact. I like it. Fits inside your kitchen. You put eggs in, groom them, and they lay 1 egg before starving to death. Fits inside your kitchen. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Gold amalgam is good. All right, so I need to do automation wire to there. And we already have the pump set up. Just need the gas pumps going for these guys. So since we're doing 3 of these guys, 2, 3, insulated, out of igneous, insulated, insulated, automation, lag, 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 Jesus. The hell? Show me the automation thing, you stupid game. There. You can shrug that. Okay. Here's the evolution chamber for your drowning your shovels, or not your shovels. Yeah, I have that insulate. I have that set up already. I'm just not using it for my slicksters because the slicksters going in there might dump some oil in it and mess up the thing. I don't want to drown them. If I just wait, we have so many slicksters in here, eventually they'll turn into meat. I just gotta wait. And I got 70,000 calories. And to kind of hold over, what I'm doing is murdering these slicksters in here. The ones that don't get put into either my evolution chamber, which is this room. Well, it's not really an evolution chamber. It's the they live out their life and then die chamber. And then my actual spawning chambers. So I will do these guys to give me some random meat here. When they hatched here, it'll be fine. Okay. Just gotta be patient. And then pick up the meats. There. Okay, let's get back to the clay thing that I was trying to get going here. Okay, so power these guys. Power, power, power. Okay, those are all powered. Why is this not getting power? The hell? Do I have this backwards? I have this backwards, don't I? Is the in the top one? I really just screwed that up. Yeah, I did. Okay. Deconstruct that. Actually, no, don't deconstruct. I can just change the power lines around. Actually, can I even put this here with the way I have it set up? I don't think I can, because this thing here is... You visualize the scene. Hey, what's up, Moonho? Where a young child looks upon a farm. The farmer asks, "What are you doing, son?" "Waiting for meat, sir." Okay. Nice. I guess I'll put the transformer right over here. I will deconstruct this. So we'll go to here, and then I should be able to put this guy there. And then the wires will go like this. Okay, that should power things. All right, so we're gonna put clay there, and the clay is gonna... Do I want to deliver it all the way down to my industrial thing? That'll probably be a pretty long thing. I might just have it moved to the storage, because they can grab it out of here and then head down to where they're going, probably. All right, so there we go. So it's going to pick up clay. It's going to put sand from there and put them in there. Very nice. Okay, so now I need to actually have this clay go somewhere. So I think I just have this clay go to my main storage, and then they can grab it from there to put it. They can bring it themselves down to... well, how far is it? How far is it? I guess it's not that far. If I had it just dump down right next to these guys, that will probably save them duplicate time. Okay, let's do it that way. Let's do it that way. It's not that far, I guess. Still kind of far. So we're gonna have it go here, here, conveyor bridge, in then out. Anything we can do to save duplicate labor is good. And then have it just dump. Clay needs to be by the steel, actually, so we want to dump it over here. Right, because steel uses clay, is that right? No. Ceramic uses clay. Whoops. I forget what I'm doing here. Okay, so conveyor chute there. Conveyor rail there. That'll dump it right next to that. Okay, cancel build. Cancel that. Oh, come on. No, no, I was hitting deconstruct. Cancel. Don't deconstruct, please. Cancel. Cancel. Okay. You can fully automate kilns by delivering coal and clay to them and having an auto sweeper nearby. I was actually just thinking about that too. I was thinking about that. If I put an auto sweeper here, I would just need to have the coal. And I guess I have coal. You know what I need to keep in mind is the food for all of my rock dudes. Are they eating... They're eating granite. My granite is getting a little bit low. Do they eat sedimentary rock? Can I swap? Can I make a swap here? They do eat sedimentary rock. Yeah, the problem with igneous Aptom is I have a bunch of igneous rock around the map randomly that's like thousands of degrees, and we had an issue, so we're not using that. Because of the magma things we're using, we have some random really high igneous rock. So I think I want to swap over to sedimentary rock for a while. So let's do sedimentary. Change this to sedimentary, actually, because it's both of them. Yes, okay. Stone hatch, yes. Okay, so that we're gonna swap over. You moved your hatches outside your main base for that reason? Yeah, well, I'm not doing that. So I will not be making that change, sadly. At least not right now, maybe one day. Come on. Come on. Come on, you stupid laggy game. Come on. I click on it 3 times for it to do the thing I want it to do. If I just do that, this sedimentary, and then here, store, only sedimentary, and that's 3 hatch ranch, right? 3 hatch. 3 of those guys, okay. Maybe I'll eventually move them out, but I think I want to eventually just get away from stone hatches, I believe. And go maybe full on. I mean, with how many, I can expand my, what are they called? Slickster ranches anytime, and those are much more sustainable than this, right? Okay, alright. Damn, I hate when I accidentally touch my glasses and I get a smudge. I'm getting old, man. Getting old. You can't even get to the character selection screen on your laggy game. Character selection. What do you mean by character selection? Okay, alright. Okay. Let me see here. Oh man, we got some stress issues. I think I need to actually swap over I need to make better bedrooms too. Because my stress levels are not looking great. Actually, do I have enough beds for everyone? 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. I think I'm actually missing some beds. Your duplicate screen is what you're talking about? Okay. All right, I know this is my stress room. I'm gonna change. I want to change my bedrooms out. I want to make my bedrooms better, because I think having nicer beds increases your morale, and having better morale is good for my duplicates not getting stressed in the first place. So, I know I still haven't finished my clay setup. I'm just getting distracted by random stuff, but let's get this done. So 1, 2, 3. I think I can do 4, right? Yes. And we're doing granite for the decor. Actually think I want to expand over to the left. Yeah, these coal generators that should actually never really be doing anything. I actually want to deconstruct these guys. I should be getting plenty of power from my petroleum and other stuff. Automation overlay, deconstruct all that. Because I want more room for bedrooms here. Base. Furniture. This is the automation kiln setup. Coal gets delivered straight from the hatch ranches. Haven't got automated clay delivery yet, but you have them manually fill the storage box since it can hold 20. Okay. Cool. Looks good. Very nice. Printables. Let me hold off. I'll get any more new duplicates for a bit here while I get new beds set up. Let's just start assigning them so they get out of the other beds. There. Okay. All right. So I want to make double layer of bedrooms here, and that should, let's see, that would be 2 8 times 3, 24. Yeah, that would let me get to 24 duplicates. So how would I do that with all this random chlorine stuff there? Will that be an issue? Also have these Weezeworts. I'm going to need to get rid of it, so I'm going to just deconstruct that. Deconstruct that. They just can't mix beds and bunks. What? Bedrooms require 1 bed per room. What? Let me see. Room wise, this is considered still a barracks. It needs to be. Just needs a decor item. So what I usually do, I believe, is granite moldings, and I think this counts, right? Pretty sure this counts. So, damn it, the stupid door thing. Okay. God damn, this lag, man. Every time I select something, there's like a second delay. Oh, and it's so frustrating. It's frustrating as hell. Yeah. Alright. Just need to make walls instead of the doors for the airflow. Paintings fit nicely. I have the plant fiber. I'm not sure if I have... yeah, the reed fiber. Actually, I should, yeah, since I have those guys. And they're much better decor than the... well, let me see. Furniture... Are you sure they're that much better? I'm pretty sure I've checked this before. This is 10 for 4 spaces. This is 5 per 1 space. So for 1 space... oh, it's 42 when they paint it. Oh, well, I didn't realize that. Okay. Well, then we'll do portraits. That would be useful information if it would say that somewhere. It doesn't really say. And I should do these out of something besides iron, right? I can do this out of gold for the decor, probably. Anything that's copper will work. Copper gives 10, gold does 10. So it's the same. Gold and copper are the same for these. Alright, let's fill these all in. I got plenty of reed fiber. I need to dupe with the masterwork art skill. I'm pretty sure I do. Who is my artiste? Shogi's masterwork. I think I have 2, actually. Was it supposed to be Ruby? There's somebody I meant to take over from Shogi, and I think it was supposed to be Ruby. But morale is not looking great right now, so Chef Shogi can do it. Decorating. Chef Shogi on decorating. Alright, well, you know what? Since we're going to be improving the morale anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do this upgrade. Because you love it. Chef Shogi does not love it, so... We'll say you can do it, but not as high priority as Ruby. So there, Ruby should do it. Yeah. You disallow everyone? Okay. So that would be... What thing are you? Okay. Disallowed except for... Ruby and Chef Shogi can do it. Chef Shogi will be up there. There. So Ruby should do it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just to make sure they're all masterworks. That makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Okay, let me let them get this done before I do more construction, because their stress is going to go up for a bit here because my morale is not looking amazing. While we're making this change over here. Okay, I'm going to do the outside of these this way. Where's the, let's see, how long is this? 16? 16 would be to right here. That coal is there, I think. Do that. Cross there. Is that 16? Yes. Okay. Hey, what's up, Ganjana? How are you doing, my friend? And granite. And JWPT, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Appreciate that. And Carmike and all you wonderful folks. Hope you all are all having a good one out there. Okay, I'm gonna do another Weezwort right underneath here. Food. Farm tile. Actually, I guess I can do like a couple, because I have plenty of these, I think. Oh, please don't trap her in. Please. Please don't be stupid. Okay. There. Asking my duplicants to not be duplicants is a lesson in futility, I guess. So we're going to let a little bit of chlorine and carbon dioxide into our base doing this, but it should eventually flow down to the bottom and we can add it to the pile we got. Should be fine. Found me from YouTube for the FTL gameplay. First time here. Well, nice. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream where the videos all come from. And the points don't matter. Oh, wait, that's something else. Actually, you know what I'd like to do is I'd like to be able to expand my entire base. So this stuff will all be reachable from the outside, which they will be in their suits for. So I should be able to do all that. Am I famous, Squishdoodle-doo? I am kind of a little bit internet famous just because of my FTL videos, but I really wouldn't call that famous. People who watch FTL on YouTube probably think I'm famous. I'm not actually famous. No. Not really. You know, I'm from Texas as Tropical Storm Hannah affected me. I'm not actually from Texas, even though I live in Texas. But no, it's not affected me in Dallas. Down in Houston, I think it's affecting people. So I have some friends who've been affected by it, but not really me. I have not really been affected by it. At least not yet. Knock on wood. It might eventually happen. Alright, nice. We're getting some masterwork paintings in there. Double glaive with hacking is famous. I guess it's a little bit... I don't know. Famous is a little strong of a word. You know? Almost as famous as Chair, that's right. Ran the FTL king like Sonic is the sandwich king. Okay, yes. How much dirt do I have stockpiled? Cultivatable soil. 1,300 tons. I got a lot of dirt. Got a lot of Joe dirt over here. All right, so let's work on our beds in these new rooms I'm making here. I mean, I know there are a lot. There are some probably a lot of streamers on Twitch who I consider famous who don't really consider themselves famous. Like, I don't know if people like Cobalt Streak and, you know, Lethal Frag consider themselves famous, but I've watched them enough that I consider them kind of famous. But they probably don't really, you know, think about it like that. If I dig this out. Okay, they can dig all this out. Okay, I don't want them to connect this. Dig this out. No, 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 no. You stupid a-hole. Don't do that. Them going inside the base from this side is going to screw up my stuff. They're going to screw up my stuff. So I need... Oh, God, how can I fix this? Okay, dig this. You go up there. I need people to dig it out, but not you people. I need somebody who's not in a suit to come dig this out. This is going to be annoying, but I'm going to have to tell them to keep moving it back and forth here. What are you doing? You're doing that. It's so frustrating sometimes. You are not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to. Get the hell over here. I need them to dig this shit out. Not from here, because this is going to get all screwed up. Good. There we go. Now they can't get across there. Okay. All right. No, this is fine. I fixed it. We fixed it there. Now if I just put this here, they can't jump up and down there, so we should be good. That's more than enough. You want to nearly run out of it. 2 tons left, starting to ranch pips. Oh, for dirt. Yeah, I'm not really getting into dirt stuff yet. I know there's a lot of whatchamacallit, farming stuff that uses dirt, but all right, we're gonna again slowly swap these over. Whoops. This one here, this one here, this one here. Get more paintings, furniture. Oh my god, 85% stress for Lyra. Right, Lyra, you take a day off. Schedule. Lyra, take a day off. Okay. As we get this all improved here. There. Dirt lasts basically forever unless you do major farming or Dreco ranching. Yeah. Okay, alright, cool. So, I don't want them getting into the base in their suits, is what I'm a little bit afraid of happening here. So, well, what the hell is this thing? A dense puffed. I've seen those before. I think I can reach all this stuff if I just... Yeah, they can't reach it from the left side, so now I can, like, dig this stuff out. Deconstruct here. Dig this stuff out and expand my rooms, and I think I'm safe here. No germy stuff out here. Yeah. So polluted oxygen gets in here. A bit of chlorine. It's fine. We can clean that up. Polluted oxygen will eventually get unpolluted in here anyway, I think, right? Because they'll breathe it. Whoops. If I'm not mistaken. Something like that. Dense puffs are your friend. They eat O2 and make oxalite. No gold required. Oh, nice. Okay. Very cool. Okay. Made a mess. Why did you do... Oh, God. Oh, God damn it, you stupid game. Because a goddamn stupid, shitty deconstruct thing didn't work. Do that now. Oh, God damn it. They're all peeing all over the floor. Okay. It's getting in my... Oh, Jesus Christ. It's getting in my clean water supply here. Mop this shit up. Mop it up, you stupid duplicants. Oh, God. Okay. Oops. Well, alright. That's good. That's fine. Oh, God. It's so hard to see. Okay, so I think I got that all cleaned up. High stress. I know. Polluted water. Get that out of there. 9. Alright, I don't have a way to de-stress, but I do have them having days off, so hopefully... Okay, that bathroom works now. Okay. Anybody pee anywhere else? I don't know why there's water over here. Stop. Stop being water here. Left of the accidental barracks, there's some left. I get it, I think I got it. Alright. Frickin' making messes all over the place over here. Okay, stress is going down. That's good. Slowly, but slowly. Okay. Furniture, beds. And blank canvas. Okay. Alright, give me some free food. Our food's starting to go up, so I think possibly we might get close to the point where our Our whatchamacallits, our slicksers are starting to die and give us meat. I think we might be finally getting to that point. Whenever your toilet stops working, at least one dupe sprints directly to the sterile food pit just to pee their pants on top of it. I hate that crap. It's so dumb, but you know, you do what you gotta do. You know, I'm gonna empty that because we want water to be there, I think, right? Actually, no, I don't. Cancel. It's in carbon dioxide, which keeps it sterile, which is good for us. Okay. That's an oxifern. Is that what this is? Arbor tree? Why is that even there? I don't know. Maybe one of these pips planted it. Life water. If water equals here, don't pee. What? Did you check your spawns for a moment? You seem to have oxygen problems. Do I? I don't think I'm having oxygen problems with my spawns. I think because I've gotten more dupes, I'm just using more oxygen. It's probably about time where I'm going to need to actually increase my... I probably need to change this from the half Rodriguez to a full Rodriguez, actually. Another thing I need to do. My face is a syntax error. Okay, thanks, Ganjana. I don't even know what that means, but cool. Ren, Auto, Monte Crisply, Rowan. Okay, so Monte Crisply, Auto, Rowan, and where's Ren? Ren. So now I can deconstruct all these. Are there any pipes or anything behind there? Actually, there's power things I want to get rid of, so that should be fine. Not me? Okay. Insufficient oxygen generation is usually bullshit. In this case, it might not actually be. Because I have added dupes, but I haven't actually added oxygen generation. I'm probably getting close to the point where I do need to add some more, so I might actually want to do something about that. God. Did that actually place? I don't even know. It made the sound like it placed. Yeah. Alright, so if I do one more and then get rid of these guys, that should be good. Time for massage cots. I actually just got rid of my massage cots, which is why I'm not getting the stress down, but I'm making some changes, then we'll put... I'll make another massage. You know what? I can actually do... This could be a park here. Can I put massage parlors in the park? I don't think I can put massage stuff in a reserve, can I? Can you get an outdoor massage in a what is that called? In a recreational park? What a lovely, relaxing thing that sounds like. Love to do that in real life, right? Sounds like that would be so relaxing. Okay, so we're going to deconstruct all these. I made them wake up, sorry. Sorry, you were enjoying your lovely overnight nap. Overnight nap? You were going to bed and I ruined it. So... Room overlay. Nature reserve. No industrial machinery is a medical. Is a massage table called considered industrial machinery. I wish there was a tag for industrial machinery. How do you know if something is industrial machinery? Well, if I put it in here, even though it would be relaxing, it wouldn't be a massage parlor, so I probably just need to not do it. Probably just need to do it here. Yeah, it gives a morale bonus if I have a separate massage clinic. We're going to do it that way, yeah. Actually, we're going to cancel that. So I can do fire pole here. Don't mind us, Rand. We're just fighting. Okay, Ryan Slatko music. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. All right, these cots should get assigned as people are going to bed. All right, Lyra's stress went way down. I think it's probably because she had a nice, lovely sleep. You know, it really reduces your stress when you can just have a nice, great night's sleep, right? You know. I know I have lower stress when I got that going. Okay. All right, so we're gonna make a little massage clinic here. So it'll be Yep, right. Masterpiece decor plus 30. Okay. So doors. And then I think you do need like a statue or something in here too. We'll go pretty all in with our massage clinic here. Let's do sculpting block, table, sculpting block, table, sculpting block, table, table there, and then we'll add a bunch of masterwork paintings in here, and then we'll do our massage tables. There. Be a beautiful massage clinic. These are some needy ass workers. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Okay. Potential of 1,200. The only thing that goes fairly frequently is the desalinator. So I think I'm good to just power. Just plug these guys right into this power line. You just have insane amounts of decor in the bedrooms and the main work area and end up with like 40 morale. Nice. I haven't set them up in the work area though. So yeah, might wanna maybe look into that. Yeah, I think I do need to increase my oxygen production a bit, or have this oxygen like have overflow. I probably actually do want to just make this a full spam over here. Our polluted water is actually starting to build up over here. Okay, so so we want them to be at 60 and go down to like 10. Something like that, I think will be fine. You also put lights over all your refineries and rock crushers for the increased work speed. Okay. All right. It's easier to poop with the lights on. Really? They'll actually poop faster if you do that with the lights? Will they shower faster too? They are well lit. Okay. Showers too. Okay. All right. Well, we'll get some lighting here. Oh crap. These things are not powered because that stupid thing. Okay. That should be good though. I haven't been able to shear these guys for a bit because that thing got unplugged. Okay. Okay. Yeah, slicksters are all starving. Hopefully, you know what, I'm gonna check. Do I have meat coming in here? Meat coming up this means our slicksters are starting to die, which is what we want to happen. Should be starting to get close to that soon, I think. Alright, Lyra is down to 32%, is that right? Lag. Yeah, so we're gonna let her go back to work. Lyra here. Okay. Did I put my new person on this thing? We don't have any more than 4 anywhere, right? Yeah, okay, that looks good. I actually want to go up to 20 duplicants, so okay. Let me finish this little setup. I need to get this. Oh, this is actually going to produce oxygen for me, actually. Here, this will supplement my oxygen. I just need to clean it out. Okay. So we have enough chlorine in here, so I can stop this. So if I do this, this will actually supplement my oxygen from this thing here. Pretty big benefit for eating. Eating takes around 1 whole downtime slot, so you can trim that down a bit less than 1 full schedule augment, and they have more time to use other recreation activities. Never ever use the sunbathing things. Those take 6.5 full schedule segments, nearly 1/3 of the day. Yeah, I remember seeing that in one of Francis John's videos. Okay. Okay, so what do I need to do here? Is that hydrogen still in here? It is. You know what? If I pump this through here, I think I'm going to be fine with that. They'll just put like 1 little bit of hydrogen in my base. So what I want to do is I want to pump. I want to use your little filter thing. Your let me look at that picture again. Powerless gas filter. So what we want to do is insulated gas pipe. I'm going to go up. I'm going to go over like here just to give it space for the stuff we're going to do. I don't want it to go out yet. I want to make sure my walls don't mess anything up here. So let me do... Okay. Those should not leak any gases, I don't believe. I'm going to need to deconstruct this into bowl. Anybody amazing? Not really. Gold, yes please. I think with the way this is set up, nothing will leak. This one will leak, so we're going to do a tile here to keep that from leaking. Okay. They seem to have added quite a bit to the game since last time you saw me play. Really? I don't think so. They're going to be making some changes soon. There are some mods and stuff that... or some DLC that looks really cool. I don't think there's anything crazy new since the last time I've played. There are some research things, I think, that I... Oh, I did let oxygen through. Frickin' hell. God damn it. Okay, alright. How did that happen? How did that oxygen get through? Ah, because the goddamn airflow tile. What day is it? 490. I don't want that to happen. What was my last save? Day... It was today. Maybe it was before I did this. Damn airflow tile let it through and I didn't think about that. I think the only major recent additions have been Sweepy, the automation wire buses, and the vent and tank automation ports. Okay. I don't think anything crazy new since I last played. I think I'm maybe doing builds that are different than the last time I played, so that might be what you're seeing maybe, but I don't know. Hopefully I can cancel and fix this. Because that room needs to be just pure chlorine so it sterilizes the gas going through. The whole reason we're doing this. So I don't want another gas going in there. Hopefully I didn't save it like right after I did that build. Probably with my luck that's what happened. Probably. I could have set up a pump to pump it out, but that would have been more of a pain than just reloading, hopefully, and not making the initial mistake in the first place. Alright. God, I swear, loading instead of just exiting the game and coming back is so much slower. I wish they would optimize loading better. I don't know. They have to, like, clear RAM caches or something? I don't know why loading is so much slower than exiting out of the game and coming back in. Okay. Okay, it did say before we did that. Okay, good. Alright, so let's do this correctly. So in order to do this, if I do this and this, deconstruct, and then put one there, that should allow me to do what I want to do here. Loading and returning main menu takes forever. Any loading experts here? Yeah, tell us why. Why aren't you working, you buggy ass game? Come on. Okay, that won't let any through. Now I can do this one. Once this is built, then I can do this one, and we'll keep the gases separate. All gases stay separate. Stay separate. I also want to, you know, I want to dig this out too. Otherwise, these guys aren't going to be working. Okay. That's almost time for my next break here. So I'm going to, like, queue up a bunch of build things here. Wow, you are really slow, Rowan. Yeah. Loud snore. Can't do digging or cooking. No. Yeah. Let's take the salt water. Okay, and then do that one, then deconstruct this one. Let's get the pipes going. So we're going to do something like this. To give me room for what we want to do here. Okay. Alright, deconstruct that guy. Alright, so this little build, you have input to a gas pipe element sensor. Alright, gas pipe element sensor. Which, if it detects any ventilation. Polluted oxygen, it opens. I think. I need you to actually not pump right now. Sensors can't be inside a wall. Well, I'm not putting it inside of a wall. Okay. Element sensor. It does... Okay, it just needs the automation wire. So, polluted oxygen. No, get more dupes. So I'm going to get 2 more, Moonho. But I'm going to wait till my food is getting higher. Wait till my food gets a little better. Okay. And then... So they need to make that guy. And then high pressure vent for the clean O2. Well, so I don't actually need that second part because the second part is just, that's when we're going to go through our this thing, whatever this is called, cleansing room, whatever, de-germing room. Okay. All right, so ventilation, insulated gas pipe. So what we're going to do is we're going to have it go through here. It's going to live in there for a bit. And we want it to go through a gas pipe germ sensor. I got to remember how I want to do this. How did we do this before? And if there are germs in it, we want it to go back in here, I think. Lock on a vacuum or chlorine tank. Yeah, that's what we're doing right here. Shut off valve is what I want. Okay, so gas shut off. What just went in there? Oh, the hydrogen one? Okay, so it's that hydrogen. That's fine. Okay. So, if I do... That goes in there, and then this will go out where I want it to go, like to my base. If I do an automation wire here, it'll shut off if there are any germs, but I should be able to have... Well, I guess I don't need it to have it go back in there, right? Because it'll get cleansed just by being in the chlorine here, too. With a bridge back onto the line for overflow? Okay. All right. So that's probably what I will do. So it would be like, I was thinking of doing something like that. If I do a gas, if I do this, then the excess will go back into here to get cleansed, right? So dirty stuff comes in. If it's still dirty, It'll shut off and go back in there and kind of cycle through, and that should be good. Things don't get cleansed in pipes, only in tanks. Oh, okay. Never mind then. So, but this should work, I believe, right? So if it's above 0, then it'll send a green signal, which will turn the shutoff on, right? Oh, I need a power wire, don't I? I do. I need power there. Okay, so... Bridge needs to be on the other pipe as this will jam. Bridge needs to be on the other pipe. Green signal opens the valve, red closes. So if it's, do I want it, if it's, so I want a red signal if there are germs. So if the germs are above 0, it'll send a green. So I want it, do I want a not or can I change this? How do I do it? Just use a not gate with below 0. Okay. And I need to change apparently this build a little bit too. So not gate. Okay. If I do not gate with it above 0 like that, that should work. Above 0 not. Okay. So this is going to jam. What was the other pipe you said I need to go on? Do I need it to have go back on to this pipe? Which pipe are you talking about? I want the return pipe to be a direct line and the pipe from the pump to bridge onto it. Oh god, these are the types of times when I'm like, or the sentences that people say and I'm like, I don't understand that sentence. You're gonna have to be much clearer. I'm gonna want this to go over here somewhere, so let me get this going. Let me change this. Can they jump across that? I'm actually not sure. Bridge is now to the left. Oh, I see. Wait. This should flow into here and go through here. And this will go... Will it not go out here if it's... Hold on a second. Is there even a thing right between here and here? There's actually a missing thing there. Okay. Green on tank to white on shutoff. White on shutoff. Green on pump to white on tank. Prioritizes adding new gas rather than cleaning gas already in the tank. Yeah, I need a picture. I don't know what you're saying. Just don't understand your words. Just don't understand it. Just don't understand that sentence. You can do this with 0 valves, 0 power, and 0 bridges if you connect into snake pattern and use doors. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use this. I've done multiple builds with this. I don't understand what you guys are trying to tell me with your words. I don't understand your words. Let's go. No offense, but when people try to describe things in stream, sometimes it is confusing as hell. Sometimes it really is. Connect the white valve on the shutoff, that's this one, directly to the white valve on the tank without a bridge. Are you just saying do this? Do I just do this? Which tank? This tank or... Yeah, you gotta give me a pick. If you say the tank, there are literally 2 tanks right here. I don't know what you're trying to tell me. That runs from robots. Right-hand tank. Rand, above the thing, do that. Appreciate it. You said prioritizes adding new gas rather than cleaning gas already in the tank. So I'm trying to decide. I feel like I'm supposed to have a bridge somewhere. but I'm not sure where. Would it be here? So that it prioritizes letting this stuff through? I think you're trying to tell me to do this so that this will come in. This stuff will back up, so it prioritizes putting this in here. I think that's what you're trying to tell me. Okay, all right. I figured it out. I figured out the puzzle. The grand puzzle. Yeah, nah. New gas will come in if there's room. That's what it was doing before. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think this will work. Prioritizes doing this, I think. This lets thing loop before adding more. I don't know. Okay. You said yeah, then Obsidian said yes. Now you're saying it's not right, AppTom. And see, that's the other issue. Now I got two different people saying two different things in chat. So, you know, what you gonna do? All right, let me have a place for this to pump into my base, and then, where do I want to put this? I guess we'll go here, here, and I'm gonna have this go somewhere in my base here. You said yes to bridge placement. You said no to your interpretation to what you did. Great. Now you're trying to explain. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Okay. We'll do gas vent here. Added prioritizing. Added new gas before. This prioritizes cleaning new gas. Before adding more, I said yes to bridge place. I said no. Your interpretation. Okay. All right. We'll see you later, AppTom. I'm sorry I'm pissing you off, but it's frustrating when people try to explain things in different sentences. I can't understand it. So I don't mean to frustrate you, but I get frustrated too, trying to interpret what people try to tell. So we'll see you later, I guess, my friend. Have a good one. Sorry I'm making you mad. We're gonna let this run slowly and hope it does what I want it to do, and I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna take my first break of the day because I haven't taken a break. So real quick, Stand Stretch Use Restroom. Thank you all so much for watching. If anybody new to the stream, please hit the follow. Hope you're enjoying. Doing a quick 6-second word of as we come back. Hopefully I'll have my head cleared and not being pissing people off. I'll see you in a bit, my friends. That is what? Nope.